Good morning and welcome to the Splash Live. I'm Erica Jones. We are here every Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The Splash Live is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV, radio, and streaming show. You can watch us live on civiccentertv.com. Comcast channel 9915, AT&T channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. The Splash is a part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 150 minutes of live local programming every single day. We kick it off for you. Our focus is local, Greater West Bloomfield. So the Splash Live, 9:30 a.m. right now. Oakland County, the Oakland County Megacast at 10 a.m. and all of Michigan, the Michigan Megacast at 11 a.m. So, talking about Michigan, local, what's it like outside? Well, coming in this morning, it was a little chilly. It's been like that the past couple days. Little cooler in the morning. It'll be in the mid to high 60s, in the 70s right now, but it is going to warm up as we move on with the day. Just like yesterday, the high will be in the low 80s, so nice and warm, but nothing too outrageously hot. So definitely get outside while it is nice and sunny. However, next week, it is going to get back up to those crazy high temperatures that we were seeing last week, as high as 96 next Thursday. That is going to be wild. So I would say to get outside this week and enjoy that time before you're dripping sweat the second you walk outside. Now, in our Greater West Bloomfield area, we have 4 communities. We have West Bloomfield, Kego Harbor, Orchard Lake, and Sylvan Lake. And Sylvan Lake is Michigan's prettiest little city. If you haven't been out there, beautiful lakes, just such a nice little area and community. And as time goes on, Sylvan Lake's past grows further and further away. But the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society has been making an effort to keep interest in history high, and they do a great job. The Sylvan Story series is taking place at the Sylvan Lake Community Center, and our Splash reporter Calvin Brown has the story.
As Sylvan Lake approaches its 101st anniversary as a village, residents may want a little history lesson about their prettiest little town. Greater West Bloomfield's Historical Society's Helen Jane Peters has been hosting the Sylvan Story at the Sylvan Lake Community Center, a presentation series dedicated to the real people, places, and pieces of history from Sylvan Lake's past.
We had a program about the fresh air camp that took place on the very grounds where we are right now. The camp was here from 1906 to 1961. It was here for 55 years. Thousands of children came here in the summertime to enjoy the out of doors, fresh food, and just having a good time.
With such an extensive collection of written and photographed history, Helen really walks you through what it was like to be a part of the fresh air camp experience.
I've been working on Sylvan Lake history for the past 25 years, since the city was 50 years old. I'd like to share this partly because of my age, and it's very, very interesting to me. I don't want it to just dribble away and people not know. And the people that come are so interested, and that makes it really rewarding for me when they ask questions and they want to know more. I think it's wonderful that it's been taped, that these things that I'm saying are they will be meaningful in years to come. Because, I would say even in 10 years, it might be, people will say, that didn't really happen. But since I'm saying it, I hope they will believe that it did happen.
Even after all these years, and after the many updates and development, Helen still has an eye for bits of Sylvan Lake's history hiding in plain sight.
But since we're here in the community center, and right behind me is a sign, that says, "Warm the hand and cheer the heart." And that's what the Free Press Camp did for the children that attended. That is Pewabic pottery, and that was in the original activities building in the camp. Joanne Eberhardt is the one that got somebody to remove those from the camp fireplace, and then we saved them for a year to put them in our new fireplace here. Those are probably well over 100 years old, and they're very valuable. It's not often that Pewabic tile is put into letters to spell something out. Usually they're tiles and there's a picture, but this is very special.
You can find each of Hal and Sylvan's story presentations on CivicCenterTV.com. Reporting for the Splash Live, I'm Calvin Brown.
Calvin, it's always great having you cover our local stories. We'll get to see another story that he covered in just a little bit here on the show, but I always think it's so interesting getting to hear about our local history because I'm a West Bloomfield High School graduate and we spend so much time learning about U.S. history, world history, but I don't ever think we spend enough time learning about what's going on right in our very own backyard. So we are always here on the Splash Live to let you know. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we are going to get to see another story that our own Calvin Brown covered.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
Let's savor these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
You know, it's peaceful, it's quiet, and the noise and stress of life can sometimes disappear.
It's the Great Lakes water, and so what people do ends up in our waterways.
It's for our health and safety, it's for our economy, it's for protecting the environment that we all enjoy and we all need to survive.
So clearing storm drains and the areas nearby of trash and leaves helps keep them for rain only.
We're all about one water in this region. We're all connected. We all have a role.
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. Just a few local updates for you this morning. So first of all, we know we have an election coming up. So next week, the West Bloomfield Public Library is going to be closed on Tuesday for the election. The West Acres branch will be open, but our main library is closed. I know the library is a very popular spot, especially in the summer. So you don't want to show up at the library and then be disappointed when they don't let you in. And also, as we talked about yesterday when we were joined by Ron Malott, an artist, a photographer who is going to be in our area this weekend, the 19th annual Hot Works Orchard Lake Fine Art Show is this weekend. We are always out there covering the show. It's always great to see so many artists, local and from other areas, like Ron, who we spoke to yesterday, based in Bloomington, Indiana, and just a bunch of artwork to see. Again, that's July 30th and 31st, so it'll definitely be exciting, and I know I'm looking forward to seeing all the different artists that are out here this year. And if thinking about the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show has your creative juices flowing like it does mine, maybe consider stopping by one of Greater West Bloomfield's outdoor works of art. Thanks in part to the DIA, West Bloomfield Public Library is setting up some exciting new art activities for the community, and you can take part as well. Reporter Calvin Brown is all over the Greater West Bloomfield area, and he has the story.
This summer, the museum comes to a local library, playground, or park near you. The DIA's Inside Out program is in full swing in West Bloomfield, and I talked with Steve Ketchum from the West Bloomfield Public Library about how they're implementing Inside Out into their summer events.
So the DIA Inside Out program is something DIA does where they place replicas of different works of art from the DIA out into different communities. It's been going on since the beginning of summer. Here at our library, we have the Blue Madonna by Bob Thompson, and it is right outside the front door. So if you're coming into the main library and through the front door, you will see it right there to the right. And it is a large piece. You can't miss it. And then the other pieces, like we have one at our West Acres branch, there's pieces at different parks. So really it's just being at these popular destinations locations in West Bloomfield, you're going to run into these amazing works of art and be able to look at them. There's also, with each of these, like at a museum, there's an informational plaque next to it where you can read more about the art and the artist. We've tried to tie in our summer reading program with DIA Inside Out in a number of ways. So we have different activities you can do as part of summer reading to earn points, to then earn rewards. And so we've taken each one of these pieces in the community, and we've done sort of what we're calling a scavenger hunt, where we will ask you questions. I think there's 4 or 5 questions that we ask you about each one. You go to our summer reading software, you type in the answer to those questions we've asked you, or fulfill the different requirements for the activities, and that's one of the ways you can earn points for summer reading. This Saturday at 2:30, we're doing what I'm calling Saturday Crafternoons, and then also to tie in with that, we're doing this tiny art kit and exhibition, which started today, actually. If you have a West Bloomfield Library card, you can sign up to get up to 5 of these kits. In the kit, you get a tiny canvas, you get your pots of paint, you get some paint brushes, and then between now and August 17th, you can be inspired by the DIA Inside Out artwork, paint your own masterpiece, return it to us, and then we're going to have an exhibition here in the library from August 22nd to September the 16th here at the main library. And here is an example. This is my masterpiece that I painted the other day. So that's the kind of stuff. And I tied up mine in, this year's summer reading theme is Oceans of Possibility. So I tied mine in more with the summer reading theme, but the DIA Inside Out also inspired me as well. If you go to our event calendar on our website, westbloomfieldlibrary.org, if you're interested in getting involved with the tiny art exhibition, and you have to have a West Bloomfield Library card, but you can then sign up for up to 5 kits per card. And I hope everyone out there will get involved with that.
Thanks, Steve. Reporting for the Splash Live, I'm Calvin Brown.
Thanks, Calvin. Another great story. We are so lucky to have you going out in our Greater West Bloomfield community and covering stories. And I think that the West Bloomfield Public Library does such a great job of adding fun little interactive things and incentives, if you will, to get kids involved and excited about summer reading. Because if you're anything like me, when I was growing up in elementary school, even middle school, as soon as school was out, I didn't want to think about reading. But when you involve artwork and other fun things like that, it makes it a little bit more exciting. So now it's time to switch gears a little bit on the Splash, and we are going to be joined by Jim Manna, who is the owner of Level Plus Realty. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu. Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Erica Jones, and as promised, we are now joined by the owner of Level Plus Realty, Jim Manna. We are joined by him over the phone. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning, Erica. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate having you on our show.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that you can't see me. I took a shower today and even went to the hairstylist to do my hair. And unfortunately, we're having technical difficulties with the this with our Comcast internet Wi-Fi or whatever.
Wow, all that for nothing. I cannot believe it. But you know what? We're going to have to make do. It's still so nice to have you, and I appreciate you being with us over the phone. So,
thank you, Erica.
I'll admit, I do not know much about real estate. My brother actually just bought a house, and it was quite a long process. It's something he's been trying to do for a couple years now. So maybe you can give me a better understanding of why something like this takes so long and the state of the real estate market right now, especially with everything that's going on with interest rates. How has this affected the state of the current real estate market?
What's funny, I was just reading the top 10 markets in the U.S. that have been affected by the slowdown, and I think Grand Rapids was down like 49%. They made the top 10. They were number 5, but none of the cities in the southeastern Michigan. You still have busy areas like parts of West Bloomfield, Bloomfield Township, Birmingham, Northville, Plymouth. There's still pockets where you're getting a lot of you're getting a lot of activity going, even multiple offer situations. But it has affected our industry as a whole. We've got a lot of listings that are just sitting there, and it's got a lot of deals that are taking longer to close because people aren't qualifying as much, because it's a fact that interest rates are now almost double what they were just a year ago. So it's crazy. So I would say overall, the market as a whole in Southeast Michigan is down close to 50%.
Wow. And you talk about people qualifying. Can we expand on that a little bit? What does someone need to qualify for buying any given piece of real estate? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, it's a great picture.
Isn't it?
That's my high school picture. All right. So qualifying, of course, numbers change on a daily basis based on, the higher the interest rate, the more income you got to have to qualify, because basically your payment's going to go up. So that's taken a lot of people out of the market completely, or it's lowered the amount of home that they can purchase. So of course that's a huge that has a huge disparity to our industry, and there's no telling if the interest rate rise is going to stop. I think there's talk that it's going to continue to go up. But I got to say, we expected this. We've had a phenomenal run since 2010, and it's home values have gone up dramatically. We've probably surpassed the 2006 threshold of home values, and certain states have double, triple, and quadruple, like Florida and other states like that. But we've done very, very well, and now it's time for a correction. I think this will provide a lot of opportunities for investors. So there's still a ton of money out there.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Florida. I actually just graduated from the University of Miami, so I've been down there the past 4 years, and the real estate market is absolutely insane. I mean, so many people I know have had to move out of there just because you can't even get a studio apartment for under like $3,500 a month. It is absolutely crazy, just not something people can afford. But talking a little bit more about our local area, where are the best places in our surrounding cities to buy real estate right now?
That's an excellent question. And I mean, I love Southeast Michigan. Believe it or not, one of the best opportunities and where you've seen crazy dramatic increases has been in the city of Detroit. There's still some opportunities there for investors, but for families that are looking for excellent school districts and things like that, Bloomfield Hills School District, of which West Bloomfield is part of, Birmingham School District, of which West Bloomfield is part of, are all excellent areas to buy in. So a lot of people with young families are look at school districts as a very, very important part of their purchase. Empty nesters and singles are, there's still a lot of new construction that's available out there, where the builders today are looking at either building ranches or first floor masters for a lot of the empty nesters and single people. So a lot of great opportunities out there still.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to talk with you about real estate, and I appreciate all the insight. Like I said, I am very naive when it comes to this stuff, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and hopefully next time we can see you face to face.
I hope so. I hope so. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm always very happy to be on Splash TV where millions of people are watching.
Yes, always. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon for sure.
Thanks, Erica.
Yes. All right. Now, again, that was Jim Manna, a local real estate agent here. Always great to talk with him. One of our good friends over here at Civic Center TV and The Splash. And that is going to do it for this Wednesday. Wow. I feel like this week is going by very, very slow, but we're halfway through. So this Wednesday's edition of The Splash. And The Splash, again, is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV radio streaming show. You can watch us live on civiccentertv.com, Comcast channel 99, AT&T 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. The Splash Live part of Civic Center TV of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 150 minutes of live local programming every morning. We kick it off for you here at 9:30 a.m. And again, our focus is local. So Greater West Bloomfield is what we cover on the Splash Live at 9:30 a.m. Then we expand a little bit into Oakland County, the Oakland County Megacast at 10 a.m. And then we expand a little more, the state of Michigan, the Michigan Megacast at 11 a.m. So right after this, you can catch the Oakland County Megacast and the Michigan Megacast. Tyler Keeft over in our West Bloomfield studio at the Green Media Center is there every day. And that'll do it. Thanks for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. I'm Erica Jones.